Without much ado, I want to introduce you to Sam Subramaniam. He's our CEO. He's got more than 30 years of investing experience both in America and India. He's also a successful restaurateur.
Welcome to Brand Capital's first huddle in Bangalore. This is the second huddle we're doing. The first one we did in Bombay, and there are many, many more to come. Today's huddle, there will be two experts who will be with me. We'll have a panel discussion, share a bunch of insights into various investments that we have made, how they've gone, what has not gone so well, what we've learned from it. So in total, what it really does is it profoundly energizes the overall ecosystem. And in the end, what we see from it is a strong set of vibrant outcomes. I'll start and kick it off and give a bit of a summary as to what brand capital is. It's very important to know we're not a typical investor like many you may come across. We have some special offerings that make it unique, make it interesting for B2C companies, all right? Because B2C companies have a product or a service and they want to take it to a very large market. The quicker they get it to that market and the quicker they scale up, they create nice white space between them and competition. And that then leads to future rounds of funding, value creation for shareholders, and also providing products, interesting products and services. You must have seen several charts all around here. And in the case studies that I'll show, you'll see a bunch of companies, how they have grown since we made the investment. Some of them have seen quite meteoric rises, increases in valuation from the time we've invested. They have grown and we have stuck with them for many, many years. A few of them more than 10 years. So we're not in a hurry to exit.
So like I said, I'm going to have a quick fireside chat with three people out here, Sammy, Parigi and Dilip. But before I do that, I'm going to ask Sammy, if you want to kind of introduce us to Parigi and Dilip.
Yeah.
You know them very well, and I think you're great friends with them.
Yeah.
I think it's the best thing to actually get them known by you.
Two great friends here, Parigi and Dilip. Parigi, I mean, how can I introduce Parigi? Parigi, I would say, is the most athletic person of the four of us on this.
He looks really young.
No, I mean, I know the man's energy is ridiculous. So he's a very, very special friend who I've gotten to know only within the last year and a half, but feel like we go back 10 years, and a mentor of mine. I've learned a lot. He teaches me a lot. And sometimes he thinks he doesn't teach me, but I'm learning anyway. He's been, he's been a co-founder of BPL Telecom, co-founder of Radio Mirchi, which all of you, how many of you know Radio Mirchi here? All right, this man was a co-founder, all right? Dilip's, again, a new friend. We met in the hallway of my office, I think a year ago. We become buddies in a short time. Great guy. Has recently, 20 years at SAP Lab. I said, oh my God, man, 20 years. But you know what? He does different things every day.
Sammy, I'm going to ask you the first question. The Indian economic outlook, okay, as we all know, is currently a little bleak. I mean, at least it looks like a little bleak. What, in your opinion, should medium and small companies do to brace themselves and come out stronger?
Listen, I've seen the 2000, how many of you have seen the 2001-2 bubble bursting in the United States? Anybody here that's seen that in the US, not here? That burst in Silicon Valley was a real one, right? NASDAQ from 5,060 or 5,060 thereabout, all the way down to 1150, all of it in a year and a half. That's about an 80% fall. And I wrote that down. I had written it up as well, to up there.
All right, Dilip, I'm going to come to you. With FDI inflows actually and foreign money coming in freely, a lot of marquee Indian entrepreneurs are looking for an exit, or actually looking to exit rather. What do you make of this trend actually?
See, I think it's actually a wonderful time in the Indian ecosystem, because I think people may argue whether the recession is there or not there. I think it's just a beautiful time, because I think it's the right time where a lot of things will come and coming to India. I feel it is fantastic for an ecosystem. We look at a case of Flipkart. A Flipkart case is you have and Walmart coming in and buying into Flipkart. I look at it very positive. Why?
And I'm in media and entertainment industry. So this question goes to Mr. Dilip. So he had mentioned something about disruption of industries with digitization. So coming to theaters, so we run multiplexes. So recently I read an WhatsApp message, RIP multiplexes. So, and there was some bite from Mukesh Ambani coming up with a technology where you can watch movies at the time of release at home. So what do you intend to say that the existing formats of companies, do they actually need to evolve and change their way of business to earn money with coming digitization, or the existing formats will also coexist with technology?
Basically what I'm saying is, if you are able to disrupt your existing business model, even if it is cash cow, you have a higher chance of success.